Hey everybody, how are you today? Welcome, welcome. Hello friends in the comments. So today is release day at MFT. We have awesome new Jenoblade products and I'm going to show them today in this live. So thank you for being here. Just give everybody another second to join. Hello Lee and Bonnie and Flora, Valerie, Sandy, Damari. Welcome, welcome. If you're here, leave me a comment and say hello so I know who's joining me today. Hi Debbie. So I am so in love with these products. I say that every single time, but it's true. So yesterday, if you didn't have a chance to catch it, I did a live stream where I made a card with one of the new Jenoblade sets, the Game On set, which we'll get to in just a moment. Lots of fun things to color, and I'll show you some examples from Carly on our team where she doesn't even color the images and it's still amazing. So lots of great ideas. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Roberta. All right, so without any further ado, I think I will go ahead and go to my overhead camera so we can get going with this. And if you're watching on replay, welcome to you as well. All right, so here is the shopping list. So as per usual, we had on the blog yesterday the overview of all the products in this release, and we included the shopping list. So if you like to have that to refer to, it lists all the names of the products that are new today, and you can print it or you could just look at it on your screen however you like. It says all the prices too, so you know what everything is. And again, on this, it has the bundles where if you buy the stamps and dies together, you get 10% discount. And then the whole caboodle, which I think I saw somebody already purchased. Yeah, Debbie, it was just too cute to resist, isn't it? If you get the caboodle all together, the whole caboodle, it's 25% off. So that is a good deal if you think you are going to want all the things. And I'll just show you a little graphic showing the whole caboodle, which is, by the way, a really cute name for it as well, in my opinion. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and start showing the products today. And here over to my overhead desk again. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany, she's from our design team. I don't have any cards from her today, but she always makes amazing cards when she does during the release. So it's good to see her here. Lee also got the whole caboodle. Oh my goodness, there's some caboodlers in the house. So this first one I think is, I don't know, maybe my favorite. I don't know. I love them all. But this one is called Adorable Otters, and they are just that. They are adorable otters. You're seeing a lot of reflection in that. So, you know, instead of you trying to see my set and it not being a good image, I'm just going to put the graphic up on the screen because it's easier to see that way. So this is the otters. I love the little otter holding the baby. I think that is so adorable. And I love that there's one that's holding either food or a rock or something that's kind of heart-shaped. I think it's heart-shaped. I think that was the intent. I'm not 100% sure, but love these little floating otters. I love that there's little greenery to add to your scene, little flowers, lily pads, some rocks, and then these great messages that are have an otterly happy birthday. I'd be utterly lost without you. There's no otter friend like you. You're my otter half. Love you like no otter, and I utterly adore you. So the pun game was strong with this set. We have lots of puns, and I love them. All right, so here's some cards. This one is from Rachel on our team. I love her ink blended background. The gradation she made with those colors is so pretty, and those sweet little colored otters are so cute. So cute. This one is from Han, and I love that she made a shaker card with the otters, and she used the little flower that's in the set, die cut them out, stamped them many times, but the only coloring on that is a little yellow flower setter, so that wouldn't be too terribly time consuming. And I love that she used that as her shaker element. Now, she did use a now discontinued product to make her little opening in her card. That is the watercolor wash freeform dynamics, which was just recently in our retirement sale. So that's a good one to use, but there are other things that you could use in its place. You know, we have the watercolor circle stacks, which would be really cute just to make a round little pond for the otters to be in, or you could just use any type of opening. And if you like the look of her card without making it into a shaker, there's also the watercolor wash freeform stencil that you could use and just stencil the blue on and then have the otters floating in the stenciled on water instead of it being a shaker card. Just wanted to offer those options since she did use something that is just recently discontinued. And then this one is from Nikki, and I love her little waves in her background of her card. I think she also made a little shaker card with those cute beads in there. And she used the Drifts and Hills stencil. So she did some stenciling on her card to add all those fun little waves behind her otters, and then she made a little shaker. And I've mentioned before, but all of these cards, well, I haven't today, I've mentioned on past live streams, all these cards, if you want to know what they did to create their cards, it's all available on their blogs. So make sure you follow all of our design team members for their blogs and see all the info on what they did. All right. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, loving the otters. Love, love, love. Let's see. Yeah, MFT has the best DT. Yep, I will say it every time too, and I'll put it right up on the screen because it is very true. Yeah, the watercolor stencils are cool. Those are a good option for things like this too. Yes, all the cards are so adorable. So here are some that I stamped out. I could have actually shown this earlier too, but you know, I've got a lot of otters ready to color. This is what I do when I get a new stamp set. I put it in my Misty and I stamp it out a whole bunch of times. And then I just have it ready to go when I feel like coloring, and I can sit and do some stress relieving coloring, and it just makes me very, very happy. And I think I might use the otters in my live tomorrow at noon Eastern. I'm going to do another card making live. And I love this set so much. And I think that's what I'll make a card with tomorrow. Maybe I'll even do I'll do similar to what Han did with the die and use the stencil. I just had that idea. That's a great idea. I'm always inspired by our design team, which is what I think you guys should be too, because they are so full of great ideas. All right, so our next set is called Fierce Friends. And I love these cute little dinos in here. Let me show this again so you can see the image is a little easier. So it's these adorable little dinosaurs, even one coming out of an egg. And I love that it has this little scene building element. So you can have the little prehistoric scene with the volcano and the little bit of greenery. And if you look at this, I mean, that is very similar to how the one that's in the otters, right? It's very, very similar. So if you had both of those, you could maybe use those together and build your scene using even the rocks and everything in this. They would go really great with the dinos. So those of you buying the whole caboodle, keep that in mind. And that's one great thing about the Jenoblade line in general, is that a lot of the things have the same look and feel. And so it's really great to use them in combination on your cards, right? So anywho, let me go to the picture so you can see all the messages in this one. They're sending birthday wishes to my oldest friend. That's kind of cute for a dinosaur card, huh? We go way back. I love you so much, my fierce friend. And that's where the name of the set came from, my fierce friend. It's called Fierce Friends. You're roarsome. You're dynamite. And to my friendosaurus. That's so cute, friendosaurus. I love it. Okay. Here's a card from Han using all those fun little elements. I love that she used that scene building piece, like I mentioned, and made that fun little volcano. I don't think I've ever called a volcano fun before, but I just did. And then she used one of our stitched rectangle stacks on the background of this card, which, you know, is a great way to set your border on your card, is using the stitched rectangle stacks. Here's one from Nikki, and she did lots of colorful coloring. I love all the variety of colors she used on this beautiful card. And I love the dots in the sky. I love that her sky is that dramatic pinky purple color rather than just making it a regular blue sky, because, you know, back in prehistoric times, who knows what was going on in the sky. There could have been dramatic sunsets and sunrises every single day. And then here is one from Rachel. And again, sweet coloring. Things to note. I love the dots in her sand and her ground where the blue dinosaur is standing. I love the little dots she put on her rocks as well, just to give them a little character. So fun stuff. Are you guys loving the Fierce Friends? Land Before Time. Yes, I remember that movie, Tiffany. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Yeah, everybody's talking about that movie now, Land Before Time. You can put in a little walk down memory lane, watch the movie, do some coloring of your dinos. Didn't that have like a really, really sad scene with like the mama dinosaur dying or something? I feel like it did. A lot of kid movies are so traumatic, honestly, but it's sweet. Okay, Peking Pals is the next one. And again, love this. It's so cute. It has a little bear and a bunny and a fox, a dog, and what's that? Mouse, maybe? All little cute little critters that can be whatever you want to color them as. And they can be peeking above these two different types of fences. And so you can have just a straight fence. You could have this rounded fence. I was mentioning yesterday in my live, this set reminds me of Home. What did we decide that show was called? Home Improvement with Tim Allen, you know, how he had the neighbor who always talked to you over the fence. That's just what I always think of when I see this. We couldn't wait to line up and wish you a happy birthday. The grass is greener wherever you are. Our chats are my favorite. I love that one. Popping by to say hi, hey neighbor, and hello. I think that's all of them. I think I stamped out the whole thing. Let's see here. Here's a picture of the actual stamp set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that was all the messages in there, but isn't that cute? And I've been showing these images that show the coordinating dies. So all of these Jenoblade sets have coordinating dies. And again, if you buy the bundle, when it's available on the website, that is the stamps and dies together, you save 10% over if you had just purchased them separately. So something to keep in mind. Here's a card from Rachel, making a cute little dog on the fence. And I love her coloring of the fence. Look at how she did those little striations in the wood just by flicking down some different colors in her wood. That's just, I love that coloring. I love to look at the details that the team does in their coloring and maybe pick up some tricks and tips. My goodness, my mouth did not want to make those words right. I love this one from Han, that she has one little critter peeking around the end of the fence as well as the top. And I think she said that she grabbed some clouds and grass for this card from the You Make Moo So Happy Jenoblade set, which was from a previous release. Of course, we've had roughly 12 trillion sets that have clouds and grass. So, you know, going through your stash, I'm sure you could find lots of options for that. But I just, again, love how the style of it matches so well with this. And it's super cute. And let's see. I like that she used the scallop border as well on this one. And then here's one from Carly, and I love how she used her Hey Neighbor stamp for the message and just bent it. That's one of the great things about clear sets, is that you can kind of bend the message a little bit to make it go like line up with your circle. And I love that she has her guy peeking over the fence and that it's peeking out from under a circle as well. So very cute. I think her clouds came from the Honey Buddy stamp set. So again, lots of clouds that you could pull from for different things. And then this one's from Nikki, and she used the We Couldn't Wait to Line Up and Wish You a Happy Birthday. So that's from the whole gang. So she colored all the critters for hers, and I just love how cute they are. And I love that she pulled out the lush landscape dynamics for those bushes around her fence, which I think in that die set, I think they're actually treetops. Maybe they're trees and bushes. I'm not sure, but you know, they definitely look cute as bushes around the stamped fence. So yes, let's see here. Home Improvement. Yep. A cat. Oh, which one did I call something that wasn't a cat? Maybe the mouse was a cat. I don't know. Again, I think they can be whatever you want them to be, honestly. Okay. Now the next one, moving right along. This is going to be another short live, I think. The next one is flamingos, fabulous flamingos. And who doesn't love a good flamingo set? I know I do. I think part of this too is that I use these so they're not lined up perfectly anymore. Here's my stamped out flamingos. I didn't stamp any of the messages of this one yet. But you can kind of see the images, how cute they are. We have different types of flamingos. We have some that are standing on one leg, some that are standing on two legs, some that are sitting. And I love that sweet one down in the bottom right that she looks so bashful and sweet. And I love that it also has the scene building element with the little island with the palm tree on it and everything. So that's a great thing to use with your flamingos. And there's probably other things that you could combine that with too to make some backgrounds on something. Hope your birthday is as fabulous as you are. I'm so glad you're part of my flock. There's you, and then there's everyone else. I've always looked up to you. You're flamazing. Let's flamingo soon. I think that one's really cute. And stand tall. You're the best around. So some great messages in that one as well, especially for encouraging your friends. And here's Rachel's card with her beautiful coloring. I love that she took that there's one little hibiscus stamp in the set, which I didn't really call out, but I love how she made it look like it's behind the ears of the flamingos or in their hair, you know, not that they have either. Well, they must have some sort of ear. Now I'm kind of weirding myself out. Do birds have ears? They can hear. I don't know. Anyway, weird thoughts from Libby as we do a live. Hope your birthday is as fabulous as you are. Yes. I love this one from Carly. I was mentioning how she, does very little coloring on some of these. It just makes that pop of color. I love how the pink is a pop of color on this. And then she kept everything black and white. So very, very cool. And she did her Carly dots that I always have to point out, which is her making dots on her cards with a pen. And I just love that look. I think it looks great. And here's Nikki, who loves to color, and she did tons and tons of coloring on hers. And the detail I love on this is look at how she colored those wings, how she kind of came up with the darker pink and made the kind of more detail, more feathers, looking like they're in the wing. So I really love that on her coloring. Also look back at the bush behind the palm tree and look how she just made those little, little C's, almost sideways C's, to give the bush some dimension as well. So again, I really love to look at the details that our team does on their coloring and pick up tips and tricks for when I try to attempt to color myself. No, I love coloring. Okay. Then let me go back to here. The next and final one is called Game On. And I love this one. This is the card I made with it yesterday during my live. So we were inspired by a card that Michelle Short made on Friday for a video on the YouTube channel for MFT. And she had the hexagons as the background. That was what I took inspiration from, because I just love how she did that. She had a portrait style card. I did landscape. But anyway, I colored some of these cute little gaming critters from the set and made a card with my son in mind, although I guess making the purple for the background maybe wasn't his first color choice, but I guess I made it for myself as well. Flora had to Google for me if birds have ears, and they do. I mean, of course they do, right? They have some kind of hearing something because they can hear their beautiful bird songs, but that just something I never thought about, I guess. And so it kind of made me say, hey, what's going on with that? I don't know. All right, so here's the stamp set. You can see the cute little different types of gamers doing different kinds of video game controllers. This is my son. Oh, you can't see when I point my cursor, I don't think, but down in the bottom left is my son at his keyboard at his desk with his headset on. That is how I see him on most evenings when he's not playing soccer. And then there's different various controllers. I learned that the bear that's the top left is playing a Switch. I didn't know that's what that was called until my live yesterday. It was very informative. And then let's read these messages. There's 2-player isn't the same without you. I love you more than video games, which if that came from my son, it would be a very, very heartfelt message. Game over. You win. I'm yours. You've got all the right moves. You're not getting older. You're leveling up. Happy birthday to my favorite gamer. I'd press pause to spend time with you. Game on, and it's time to level up. So super cute cards, or super cute images and messages in this set. And there are super cute cards. Let me show you. This is another one from Carly that I just love, 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 how she just stamped them all black and white along the bottom, added cute little pink cheeks to those critters. And then she put the major amount of color in by using that Essential Happy Birthday die and cut into her panel with that beautiful blending and glitter pasting, I think probably in the background. Just really fun to do it that way. So if you're a little, if you don't always love to do all the coloring, which I do, I think it's fun, but if you don't, this is a great way to use these images and make such a fun, striking card without having to color all the details on 5 different little gamers. Now this is from Han, and I love that she took a circle die, cut it 3 times into her card front, and made little vignettes for these little gamers to be sitting in. I'm looking at where she added the white gel pen on hers because I was trying to figure it out yesterday, and she did it in very different places than I did, but that's okay. And here is another one from Carly where she did some super sweet coloring on this cute little kitty playing its game. And I just think that is adorable as well. So another reminder that if you love all, 5 sets that we just showed, the stamps and dies together are available in the whole caboodle, which is a big bundle of fun. And you'd have so much fun playing with all those products in the whole caboodle. And it is 25% off if you buy the full release that way rather than buying them separately. All right, so let me go back to your comments. So I went through that all very quickly. Just to go backwards again, we had our Game On set. We had adorable otters. We had our fierce friends. We had our peeking pals. And we had fabulous flamingos. And so lots and lots of fun in this release. And I will be here tomorrow making a card, I believe, with the otters. I think that's what I'll play with tomorrow. So come back to our YouTube or Facebook at noon Eastern time again tomorrow, and I will be here for that. So let me go ahead back to me. So what are your favorite things from this release? Do you guys have a favorite? I think everything is so darn cute. And thank you guys for being here with me and chatting. And if you're watching on replay, thanks for watching on replay. Let's see, Bonnie's loving the flamingos, and Flora has a lot of gaming friends, so she's going to love that set. Yep. So she would use it often. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for being here today. It was a quick little live to go over this wonderful new release from Jenoblade, and I just love all her designs for MFT. She's a great illustrator, and there's lots of fun things to play with in this release. So thank you for joining us today, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow at noon Eastern.